So I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this or not, but I most certainly am going to, in case somebody else is going through this. When you are with a toxic and or narcissistic person, if they ever say anything to you, such as what was said to me, that it is good to suffer, and it was good that I was suffering. You get up, pack your stuff, and don't look back. I should have known what this person was doing was intentionally hurting me, and they did not care that they were hurting me. Throughout the entire relationship, I was being physically attacked by this person, being told that they hated me. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it was always a problem. I remember one year for my birthday, I spent the whole day in my room, didn't even come out, crying. That person didn't even care. Once again, no empathy. I would go over and beyond for that person. I would fight, for the relationship and the marriage. That person never did that. Those were red flags. I was being treated as a slave, doing everything, coming home from work, working over 10 to 12 hours. That person sitting up here, not doing anything, hiding money. In the end, you would know that you're being poked and you are being provoked on purpose to make you look like unstable and crazy. I know now. Was that cruel? Was that sick of her to do that? It absolutely was. I say this to anybody that is going through this out there. Be aware and be careful. These people are cowards. They're insecure. They're toxic. They're abusive. And when you react, they know that they've struck a nerve. This person said something horrible about my family, but then had the nerve to go run to the police. This person has turned off my cell phone, which was not in her name any longer. Did not have no payments whatsoever. I had my own bill. She had her own. It was only the phone because of it was a marital asset. This person has turned off my lights, skipped out on rent, and of which I took her to court and won. A lot of the stuff, this person should have known that I was going to stand up for myself. I wasn't going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, abuse me. Oh, you know what? Say this about me. No, 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 and no. You do not allow these people to think that it is okay, anything that they have done to you. And they do not play fair, and nor does their family. How is it okay? She spit on my face. That's assault. Looking back, being bitten in the chest and slapped, punched, kicked. And only thing I would do is just hold her, just, hey, if you don't stop, then I'm just going to hold you longer until you, stop. So, I'm protecting myself now by, speaking out. I'm not going to sit here and suffer in silence. And it was horrible, what I had to deal with this person, the entitlement, the, treating me as if I was a slave and never pouring into me. But then when I would say something, like I remember they wrote a friend a text was, oh, this is why I didn't bother in the marriage. But that former friend already knew that I was trying and I did the best that I could do. I was being used. I know I was being used. So for the family to sit there and act like she did absolutely nothing to me, they're delusional and just as toxic and cruel and wrong as she is. But you have to look, where did they get it from? The family. So I say this to say to anybody that goes through this, you do not suffer in silence. If these people did not want it to be known what they had did, they shouldn't have did it. But yeah, I was treated pretty horribly from this person. And I, throughout the marriage, date nights and stuff like that. Why do you have to fight to go on a date, somebody to pour into you? I would take her on a date, pay, it was all an act. And, damn right, I'm going to be angry and hurt. You're poking and provoking me. And then the icing on the cake is putting my health in danger. Sleeping with God knows however many men and women. And I'm supposed to sit here and say, oh, okay, you can bully me. You can tell lies to your family about me. But it's okay. I need to be quiet. No, it's like, who do you think you are? And, this is exactly, now what I realized when I heard one of her enablers saying, oh, yeah, she's a bully. Now I see why. If you ever hear a family member or a friend say something that, you've never heard about this person before, keep that in the back of your mind. And that's exactly what I did. This person apparently is a bully. So, tried it with me. No, I am not going to sit here and be quiet. And I anything that I've been through, I use it as a learning tool so to help other people. This person's deep hatred for me, they couldn't stand me. I don't care. I really don't. When you feel like you're going to be woman enough to lie on my name, to plot against me, and the plot was telling one of their supplies, in of which the supply told me, oh, she's going to leave in 2 years anyway. Then they turned around and blamed the supply and told the supply, well, you just made it sooner for me to leave. Like, what? What kind of shit is that? I thank God for revealing exactly who she was to me. It was hard at first, but that mask slipped. That mask, she's abusive. She, is controlling, and, she and plots against you. So, but no, I'm not going to sit here and just be quiet about it, leave it alone. And I don't care if they, oh, you're obsessed over, I don't want no trash like that. To honestly try and get me in trouble, to ruin my reputation, to put me as a record, even if so, I would have gotten a record because of this person. I probably would have spent every penny to, now, though, this is fair game now. You don't do stuff like this to people and thinking, oh, I'm going to silence them, I'm going to get them. Knowing there's a deeper backstory about this. That family, should have known, hey, you did something wrong. You hurt that person. You abused. You didn't. Nope. They sat there and acted like she didn't do anything. I will never. And that's the thing too. Don't ever talk to anybody from these people's families. This person sent private pictures of herself to a friend of mine, made sexual advances. Then another friend did the same thing. So, of course I'm going to say something, and of course I'm going to be hurt. So, when I say this, when you get away, don't play their game. Don't play their game and don't care what they have to say about you. But just know, when they tell somebody, and in my case, a person I was married to for 12 years, in the relationship with for 12 years, and married for 6, told me that it was good that I was suffering, it was time for me to go. Because you don't tell anybody that.